Okay, welcome to this episode on the 5 Minutes of Fire. We're currently in the application skills. So I'm taking you through the Promotion Playbook, and I'm covering these skills that are found in the application skills. This is the game day toolbox inside of the Promotion Playbook. And today we're going to talk about the shift prep sheet. This is a simple one-page document. It's similar to keeping an accountability board on a fire. You just expand this to using it when you go in on shift. This can be used for role play scenarios. It can be used during in-basket scenarios. It can be used for oral boards. It's just a good way to keep accountability of the people that you're working with during your assessment center. And also make sure that you're paying attention to the details of all the things that could possibly come up. You may have a software such as Telestaff or some other type of staffing software where it gives you the roster of who's all working for the day. You could print that out as one example. You don't necessarily have to use this, but part of your assessment center is really understanding the people that you're working with that day. You need to understand as many details as possible. You want to understand their qualifications so that if you're responsible for staffing an ALS engine and you end up with a crew that's all EMT basics and you don't have an ALS provider, that's something that you have to address right away. Or if you're responsible for technical rescue within your coverage area, you should probably have somebody that's trained on that on your shift. So understanding the strengths and the weaknesses of the people that you're working with is very important for you being able to respond and do the best job for that day. Also, if your crew member has anything going on, one thing could be a schedule. Maybe they have a training they need to be on or like a phone call they have to make. They'd really like to make that so you can accommodate for that to the best of your ability. Or maybe they have a birthday that day, or maybe they just got married. Maybe they just had a baby and they had the time off. Now they're coming back on shift. Or maybe they're going through a divorce, or maybe some other big event. Maybe they just lost somebody. They just had a big death in their family or something like that. A lot of times in assessment centers, they're probably not going to give you that much detail, but still be on the lookout for it, because it's very common that you'll be given an in-basket scenario. And during that in-basket, there's clues as to the people you may come across in a future scenario. So during the in-basket, they mention this firefighter or this engineer, or they mention a customer that maybe had a complaint. And then the next day, or maybe that afternoon, all of a sudden you have a role play scenario, and that person is part of that role play scenario. So keep this one-page sheet, and as you're going through your assessment center, take notes and understand your staffing levels as well as the people that are going to fill those roles. And again, understanding those people to the best of your ability, developing good communication, having good rapport is really going to help you to score the best during these scenarios. So the oral board prep sheets, this is the shift prep sheet. You want to print this out, maybe a couple copies, make a couple copies of this, and then you could keep it with you throughout your assessment center and go through it and take some notes just to keep track of everything. Or you want to fill it out as much as possible before you start your assessment center. That's it for today. So thanks for watching. If you could subscribe or share this with someone that you know is testing that might benefit from this, I'd greatly appreciate it. And the next recording, we're going to keep talking about application skills. Thanks for watching. Bye.